Big news out of Washington. The United States has just brought back the Department of War. That's right. In 2025, a major symbolic shift was made, reviving a name not heard in official circles since the 1940s. But what does it actually mean? And why now? Let's rewind all the way back to 1789. The Department of War was one of the very first executive departments created by the U.S. government. Its job? Oversight of the nation's military forces, specifically the Army. The Navy would split off in 1798, and the Air Force wouldn't exist until the mid-20th century. For over 150 years, the Department of War directed America's defense strategy during the Revolutionary War aftermath, the Civil War, both world wars, and everything in between. It was led by the Secretary of War, a title with no ambiguity about its mission. But in 1947, after the world had just endured the devastation of World War II, America rethought how it structured its military. President Harry Truman signed the National Security Act, replacing the Department of War with the National Military Establishment. That name didn't last long. By 1949, it was officially renamed the Department of Defense, a name chosen to reflect a more peaceful and diplomatic posture in the Cold War world. The Army, Navy, and newly created Air Force were placed under this centralized command. The Secretary of Defense became one of the most powerful people in Washington. Fast forward to today, September 5, 2025. President Donald J. Trump signs an executive order restoring the name Department of War as a secondary title to the Department of Defense. The order also calls the Secretary of Defense the Secretary of War in official executive correspondence. This change is symbolic, not legal. The official name of the department under U.S. law remains the Department of Defense. For the name to change permanently, Congress would have to pass legislation, and as of now, that hasn't happened. So why do this? According to the executive order, it's about clarity and moral seriousness, bringing back a title that reflects the military's true role, to fight and win wars, not manage vague concepts of security. But critics argue it's more than semantics. Some say the shift glorifies militarism and could damage America's image abroad. Others claim it's political theater. Regardless, it's gotten people talking, and that might have been the point. This isn't the first time the U.S. has rebranded its military institutions. Throughout its history, the nation has adjusted its defense posture in response to global threats, from the World Wars to Vietnam, the Cold War, 9/11s, and modern cyber warfare. Each shift reflects the times, and this latest one, in name at least, seems aimed at projecting strength in a turbulent global climate. Whether it becomes permanent or fades as political symbolism remains to be seen. So to recap, from 1789 to 1947 it was the Department of War. In 1947 it became the National Military Establishment. In 1949 it became the Department of Defense, the name we've used for over 75 years. And in 2025, we now have a symbolic return to the name Department of War, but only in executive correspondence, not in law. Whether you see it as bold honesty or political branding, one thing's for sure. The name Department of War is officially back in Washington, at least for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Is this change meaningful, or just a name?